Alright, I think this is going to be the fourth and last installment of the Nike Slam Dunk by Lego. This is set number 43010, contains 809 pieces, retails for $69.99. The set was provided by the Lego Group for the review. Thank you, Lego. And yes, we're going to finish this one up tonight. It is a bedside build. I haven't done one of these in a while. And what you're seeing here is bags 1 through 6, not too bad, and we have just a few stickers remaining here. Not sure where this one goes yet. I'll have to check my work, but I didn't really see anything on here where it would go, so I don't know. So in this installment we're going to wrap this up and get this done especially quickly because I'm running out of memory card space. Okay, so I don't have a lot of time left. Yeah, you got 4 sheets of stickers, but we're only using one of these. Well, 2 of them. And I'm just focusing on the model that's on the box. So in this installment, we're going to finish up bag 7. I'm just going to do a close-up, or just do a 360 spin with close-up. That means what I'm going to do is do this on a tour. This is really strong, so I'm just going to come in here and do it like this. Alright, that's how I'm going to review it. It's very strong. I'm not breaking anything off. This thing is built very well. I can't say about my build experience. I'm going to say it's average. I'm starting to lose a little bit interest. And 2, it's at an 8. But it's built sturdy, so I'm not going to downgrade that one there. Okay, now we're going to finish it up with bag 7. And I got to hurry up and get this one done. You know why? I'm running out of memory card space. Between 2 memory cards, I have an hour and 10 minutes. So I better get it done, huh? And I think we're going to see some stuff that are different in this set here, except it's a lot of small stuff. Great. So we're going to get this one done tonight if it kills me. So this one here, I got to be very careful on the memory card. It's about to fill up. I got 10 minutes left. And yeah. It had 12 minutes, now it's got down to 10. Yeah, so it looks like we're building the top portion of the figure here. That's not too terribly bad. Looks like this is probably part of a ball. And we got a wheat thin, some blue wheat thins here. We got a couple of them. Starting to see these now in a lot of sets, the 4x4 tiles. Those are good for making sidewalks and stuff. And yeah, but I am pretty pleased with the build quality so far. It's the build experience that I'm kind of just, you know. Okay, so I was running out of space. I had to hurry up and proof a video. And now, since that video is proved, I have to get done with, right now I'm still processing some videos, and I'm kind of like talking in circles right now. It's late, it's like 12:30 at night. Usually I don't want to stay up late and do reviews, but right now I need to clean off thing. I've been thinking, why am I overflowing so much? It's these big sets. So now on anything that's over 400 pieces, I'm going to have to count off cleaning a memory card. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Okay. So I'm not sure what part we're building right now. I have an index as we go, so that should be fine. Yeah, so if you're looking for something that's really going to keep your interest, it depends. It depends on your mileage. Honestly, for me, this set is just mainly just for people who are interested in shoes. Okay, but at least I'm being honest with you. It's just something I'm not really totally interested in. But I'm still wanting to build this one. It's not like that other one I was doing, not the other shoe, but another type of set that I just did not want to build. So, let's see if we can manage this here. I was doing this, or I was doing the other video. While I was doing the other video, I was doing a repair. Oh, somebody's got a wig here. Maybe there's a minifigure in this. I was realigning a radio while I was editing a video. It had music on it. I couldn't do much. I was realigning an old AM radio that I have. Hooked it up to the scope. It was way off after I replaced some caps. It had silver mica disease. I had to deal with that. So I got all that taken care of. It's working more or less. I just got to do one final test on it, which will be tomorrow before I put it back together. It's just something for my own personal collection. Yeah, so I've been tinkering with that stuff, and yeah, I got a video edited, and I thought, well, at least I got something done today. Guess you can't push that in anymore. So you know what that means. You know, if AM radio is dead, nobody listens to it, but I saved something from the landfill. Plus this radio is like from the 40s. I'm not going to throw away something that's, well, it was built in the United States. I'm not going to get rid of it. And for the most part, though, that's my second hobby. That's the one I really focus on. Lego is just something I do to get away from technology, because I'm physically just touching a product here and stuff like that. Alright, so now we got to put a sticker. Well, before we put the sticker, we got to put a plate on the top. So if I sound kind of out of it, yeah, I'm getting a little tired. But I am going to finish this one up today. So I got to keep my eye on this timer. You don't see it. I got 6 minutes, so hopefully we can get some stuff done here. I need sticker number 14, which is this one right here. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing, but one of the things that I'm trying to get done now is I'm going to get this set here at least done tonight with my nasty thumbprints under here. And I'm going to try to get done with at least editing a lot of this stuff. Okay. Just hanging out with my girlfriend earlier tonight and stuff like that too, which is always fun. And just kind of chilling out. I wasn't really, you know, pretty much doing anything Lego related. After a while, it's like I got to slow down. I got to make 2 of these. Lots of little pieces. So yeah, if I'm not making much sense, I'm sorry. Just, you know, there's one of those days again. Looks like the sticker piece doesn't show. It shows the side without the sticker. So I'm assuming that these go right here with the sticker here. If that makes any sense. Like that. It's sitting like this. So I've been just tinkering with things, and then we got sticker number 10. Let's put these over here, which is this one here. So the wheat thin tiles will have stickers. Yeah, so I should have found that before I did that. Yeah, I'm going to have to say the stickers on this are just really kind of just subpar. But I've been kind of just looking at tutorials and stuff and like, what do I want to do really? You know, I was thinking of some tutorials. I got some that I want to build for next year. The camper I haven't done anything with. I need to check some stuff. I think I need to really start on that tomorrow. I hadn't even got stuff on for my YouTube memberships yet or anything like that. I'm just so far behind. You do too many of these sets, it just gets to be kind of the same old thing here. I got 3 minutes, and we're still working on the same thing here. The same thing, and we need sticker number 9, which is this one here. So it's I'm going to say that I'm just kind of more disappointed with the quality of this set, especially when you got the clear stickers on here. So obviously we got a jersey here. And then we're going to rotate this thing around and put some parts on the back here, I believe. And then once I get that done, I'm going to have to change cards, so I have to part ways for a moment. You won't notice it, but I got to do that. Let's see where we're at here. We're at 2 minutes. Can I squeeze a few more parts in here? I could. But the next part requires stickers. So I think I'm going to stop here. That's what we've done so far. I'm going to take a breather and change out my cards. Okay, I'm back. And we're good to go now. So now I need to get sticker 11 and place it on this thing here. I'm going to put it on here. It'd be a little easier to handle something bigger. Sticker 11 is that one right there. So pretty much my goal is today, and today is the 17th of August 2025. Trying to survive. I've only got one more sticker on that. Yeah, well, now we're getting to a bunch of stickers. There's another sticker we got to put on one of these wheat thin tiles. Let's stick that on there first. And that would be sticker number 8, which should be the last one here, and it is that right there. Lego Sports 32. 32 goes at the bottom here. Yeah, these transparent clear stickers on these are just, you know, kind of just, it just makes the set cheap. I'm going to just say it, you know. So we got that out of the way. Yes, looks like right now we're just building a torso with jersey. Alright, so we're going to be focusing on just the torso here. And I'm hoping to get this one done here soon because I want to review it before I go to bed. So your torso should look like this so far. Okay. Apparently my sister came back from vacation, and what I heard, she didn't have a good time, so I wonder why. I don't know. That's what I've heard. So I was like, uh-oh. I always have a good time from vacation. I never want it to end. But that's just how it is. And, yeah. Okay, now it looks like we're doing maybe a hand or something. I don't know what that is. We'll find out here in a bit. Sometimes I don't even know what we're building here. But I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, well, that's not supposed to go there, is I'm not going to film any sets. I'm going to try to do is start cleaning off cards. I mean, start finishing up reviews and stuff. And I'm going to also, just make sure here. Okay, it is a hand. Making sure it's not mirrored, but it doesn't look like it is. We'll have to find out. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm just going to take a breather. You won't see any videos. Well, actually, we're doing one today, so that would count. And I can only do so many of these sets to review. If the tariff taxes weren't so high on cards, I wouldn't mind. Then I could just buy another 5 of them and then just keep filming. So I have to get this done quickly. Because I only got like an hour left. It should be more than enough time. But what we're doing is right now we're messing with a lot of small parts. So this is going to take a little bit of my time here to get this done here. I am ready to get done with this here. I am ready to get out of town myself. Okay, we got to make 2 of these here. It's a lot of little parts here. I mean, literally, we've gotten through the big stuff. Now we're doing all the small things, and I got to keep it down a little bit. So I may not talk a whole lot here today. Yeah, this has got to be a hand or something. But what is these for? Can't be thumbs. I don't know what it is. Jay, why don't you just wait till the next day to finish this? Now, what is this? You got this black minifigure head and you got a wig. That's if I can get it on there. Like, what is it? What does this do? Unless that's the head. It is. With a man bun. This sticks on here like that. So that was the head. I thought it was a hand. So that's how it is. Yeah, I never would have figured that. Now you can see the face now. That would be the face. That's pretty clever. I was like, what is that? Okay, now it looks like we're building maybe an arm. I'm not sure. Well, look at the index. I'll let you know in there when I get to that point. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting pooped to working on set, so I am going to be taking a... that just does not want to go on there. I am going to be taking a breather, though, from building sets for a while. I got some other stuff I got to get done. Like I said, most of it right now, I need to get editing. This one here is actually a few weeks early. But I'm mixing them up with the other sets that I've got because by the time I get done with those other ones that I have, this one will come next. Alright, so it looks like it's part of an arm. It goes right in there. Like that. Okay, got that out of the way. And now it looks like we're doing the next part of the arm. So this is the upper arm, lower arm, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I closed my eyes when I took biology in college. I didn't really care much for biology, so I wasn't paying. Maybe I should have paid attention, but I was a computer programmer, so I did not want to do that. Oh, sticker number 2 goes here, which is this one. Okay, well that answered my question here. That's if I can get it off. Now I guess it's going to be stubborn. And make sure I get it the right way. Stickers on this one are not too bad, but I think it has a little too many stickers. And once you're done building this one here, it goes like that. Okay. So we're getting somewhere now. Okay, now it looks like we're building the hand. I'm just making sure so I can index these. Let's start stacking these over here. There's a lot of brown in here. How often do we work with brown? I stay away from it still just because it's brittle. But I think this is going to be the hand. So we got the lower arm, upper arm, and then whatever this is. I think it's the hand. After this, I will be catching some Z's. But I am going to do the review tonight. because I really want to get this one done here, because I'm kind of tired of working on stuff and I want to spend time with my family, not review sets. So hope you can see what I'm doing here. At least it's in 4K where you can view it. So we got some what we call bionicle fingers. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm starting to see more builders around my age and older doing this stuff. It's fun, you know, especially when we're full-grown men and women doing this stuff. And it makes these kind of fun to build. That kind of thing. Okay, now it looks like we're building something else. And we got some more of these, so yeah, I could use spring green. My dad used to watch football, but he wasn't really heavily into it. Or football, basketball. Oh, that's not supposed to go there. It's supposed to be a plate. Kind of weird though, now I don't even, you know, he used to have the TV up, and imagine when I was little, he used to scream at the TV when his team was losing, even in football and stuff, and he'd be using some very foul language that I can't even repeat on YouTube. And well, I wish I can go back to those times again, but no, I can't. But I have to say, Lego went beyond the Call of Duty and building this thing here, because this thing's pretty strong for what it is. It's just kind of, it just looks weird, and that's how it's supposed to look so far. And then now it looks like we're doing the lower arm on this. But I'm glad you guys get to join me here with this. So I'm going to go ahead and mention it now, and I want to thank everyone on my main channel for joining my channel memberships. It's always a big help. I want to thank my Patreon subscribers and my Rebrickable customers. So that's something I always look forward to. In addition to all the comments that I get on here, if it's just a handful, that shows that you have interest in the video, and yeah, it's always kind of cool. In addition to that, you know, feel free to subscribe if you like these type of videos. And of course, if you don't, I'm going to get you. I'm just kidding. If you don't like these style of videos, I'll understand. I'm not for everybody. So new rule now on. I'm not going to do any more until I get at least 2 memory cards cleaned off. But for every 200 pieces. Well, I don't have any more sets that are 200 or less, so I'm going to have to clean off at least 2 or 3 memory cards. That gives me a chance to catch up and work on some custom builds. It's kind of creepy hands, huh? Like they'd reach out and grab something. And there we go. It's almost like Slender Man. Okay. And then now we gotta get these 2 items acquainted with each other. But I have to say, though, I'm not disappointed with the build quality on this. This one's really good for what it is. So now we got to put that on there, I think. Well, obviously, yeah, because that's where that shaft's at there. So this goes right in there. Boy, that is really a... Huh. Okay, I knew I was going to get it on there eventually. That feels kind of jiggly there. And then now the hand goes down here. Well, what if you forget to move your hand down here? What are you going to have to do? Like that. Alright. Doesn't look too, it looks a little painful, doesn't it? Not too bad. And then now we got to build the ball. was hoping this one would at least came with a minifigure or something, but this one did not. So, yeah, it's a Technic ball. I'm going to have a hard time pulling that apart for pieces. Yep, you cannot get away with Technic. You're going to have to do Technic on this one too. And this one here goes right in there. Okay, shove that right in his palm. And then just wrap the digits around it. Like that. Like that. There we go. I'm just folding everything up here. And that's it. I think we are done there with it, or we still got more left here. And page 151. That's it. Essentially, this is the same thing. We just changed the colors of them. So we're not repeating this again. So you will have some extra pieces here for different builds. I want to make sure I put everything in because we have a lot of extra brown pieces. I hate to think I forgot some stuff. I got the back of his hands. Let's take a look at this one here. Yeah, this one's got everything here too. Let's make sure here that we're not forgetting something. And yeah, let's just, so right now I'm going to index it as checking my work so I don't make any boo-boos here. Yeah, I think these are for the other parts, but we have too many of these blue ones. Oh, wait a minute, you know how silly me, these go for the other jerseys. Okay, so we don't need these, that's what we have remaining there for that, so we don't need those. As far as for these, like these two pieces I do know because we were messing with these. They have different colors. So we don't need those. Put those away. But I'm still checking my work here to see what we're doing. Let's make sure we have everything rounded and smooth. And yeah, it looks like I'm not missing anything. Maybe they're just extra parts. But we should still have, maybe they go for the other ones too. Maybe there's different wrist and stuff. Well, wait a minute, let's take a look at the stickers here. Let's take a look at the stickers. You notice something? These have less than what we did here. This one had a lot more. So I bet this had different layouts and stuff. So I think this is what we have remaining here. It's kind of confusing when Lego does this. You can pick the model. Now, what do you do with pieces like this? If you're just buying a one-time deal, just give them to somebody that likes doing Lego, or if you're building your own stuff, you got stuff for your collection. And I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to put this one on a turntable. So the stickers here, I'm going to keep these off to the side because I am going to mention those. So it does split into 3 alternative builds. This is the main one on the cover. Yeah. Not too bad. Okay, now we're going to start setting up. So we're going to be wiggling the camera around. And let me grab this right here. This part feels kind of bouncy here, but it's not like it's going to fall off or something. And you can have him pretend like he's doing a slam dunk. Well, you can't see what I'm doing, but there you go. I'll readjust the camera here in a second. So you can just have him do this. Okay, and yeah, it's posable. You could do some poses with this. And no, don't think about flipping off the middle finger. Let's back this up here for you. And yeah, it's not a bad build for what it is. The build, I'd say my build experience in this is just like any ordinary Lego set. It was just, I'm going to be honest, it looks cool. But I would say for someone like myself who does city sets and such, There's really no wow factor with this. No wow factor. So this would be an easy one. And what I'm thinking of doing when I review it, I'm going to leave the autofocus on, and I'm just going to bring, I'm just trying to inch this thing back here. I'm thinking about just bringing this thing here close. Trying to get that centered there. I'll bring it up close and show all the features and stuff. I think that'd be better because I don't want to spend all night filming this. It is getting late. But at the end of the day, this is just a display piece to be admired. It's a shelf queen. It's something that you or your wife or significant other are going to have to dust off. Isn't that fun? Bet you want to dust that off, don't you? Not me. I wouldn't want to dust this. That'd be a lot of work. I got to get a paintbrush and all that stuff. But yeah, I think this one's done here. I think we're ready for the actual tour and review. I'm just going to do it all in one sitting because this one here is not too bad. I'm going to say it at an 8. One scratch piece and a bunch of stickers. They're just kind of, we'll point it out, but I'll leave the whole thing in 4K so you can see the full flavor. So we'll do that. Here is the Nike Slam Dunk all assembled, and it's a unique set. So let's take a quick 360 spin, and then we'll point out some of the features. All the graphics you see on here are stickers. The only thing printed was this wall panel here. It had a scuff on it, unfortunately, but that's the only piece that came and printed. Everything else is stickers. And this is essentially what it is. Now, don't let the way this set looks fool you. It's built very strong. This is built really good for what it is. Okay, and you can see here it's posable. You can move the digits or the fingers, and seems like the legs are just kind of locked in place. It's just meant to sit there and look pretty cool. You also got a portion of a basketball court with a crowd down here. Some flags and a little scoreboard and all sorts of stuff. This looks really, it looks good when it's done. I'll save my opinions for the latter part of the video. Alright, now we're going to point out some of the things on here. And yes, there's a lot of stickers, but this thing is built strong. So here's a close-up of this right here. You got to make those shoes too. So every graphic you see on here is a sticker with the exception of the backboard. I like the metallic on the scoreboard. That's pretty cool. I could have done a close-up on this, more of a formal, but I figured why, let's keep it all in 4K. So he looks like he's ready to make a dunk in that basket. When I was trying out for basketball back when I was in high school, or just doing it in PE, slam dunks were always fun. Because everybody else is trying to rob the ball from you, and it was never a pleasant thing. Just slam dunk that ball and be done with it. Those days are long gone. And that's essentially what this is. So this right here is the only piece. This one came with a scratch, but honestly though, this is what this is. It's got a lot of stickers, and these don't look too nice on this set, honestly. I was hoping this would be printed. But it's a nice little trophy or a display piece if you want to display this in your basketball-themed sports room, or if you got a nice little area you can put this stuff at, or if you're into this sport, you're good to go, especially if you have Nike with it too. So this one is not just about Nike shoes, this is also about basketball, which is a good combination. So we're going to get into the review with build quality. Now, like I've mentioned, this thing is built strong. This is not going to go anywhere. I didn't have any pieces fall off while constructing the set, but you got to be careful with the building instructions. It's easy to make mistakes, but once you get everything together, everything is locked in. So everything moves around. It's stiff. This feels loose, but I haven't had anything fall off. That's really good. So if this was a playable model, this would have been perfect because it's just built really well. I'm really pleased with the build quality. Now my build experience in this set was average. At the beginning, building this wasn't too bad. When we got to the figure here, I was starting to lose a little interest. I think because the set is just not really my type of theme. It's just more of a display piece. Really, you can't play with it, which leads to play value. You really can't do anything with this. This is just meant to be as a shelf queen, you know, as a dust collector. You know? So this is not meant to be played with, and obviously you can't put this in a Lego City or a Lego Friends theme for that matter, but you can actually use the pieces out of this for other creations. But you're going to have to do a lot of sticker peeling unless you have use for the stickers on this. Now the one thing I don't like about the stickers, are transparent. You can see your finger or your thumbnails or your fingerprints. There we go. I'd get it right eventually through the stickers. So a lot of these are transparent except for the foil here. That kind of spoils the build. I think Lego went a little crazy on the stickers, and I first thought, oh, we're going to have to put on 4 sets of stickers. It just depends on the model. So bags 1 through 4 builds a stand, but when you get to bag 5, 6, and 7, they build the basketball star here. And then you just have to pick which color you want. So a few of these pieces will change color, but it's pretty much all the same build. A few handful of pieces, you just have to change the color and put these stickers on. So I'm sure you could probably come in here and change this out, but I don't know how easy it is. But I think this is a one and done deal. Once you build it, that's it. Just display it. So you just have to pick which color you want to use with this set. But overall, though, I'm pretty pleased with the quality of it. It does use some dark colors, but it's colors we don't really use a whole lot of, like the blues and the purples. It just goes together very well, as well as with the brown. But I'm pretty pleased with the build quality. Like I said a million times, it's just, it hasn't fallen apart. Now, sadly, I got to give this set an 8 out of 10. Just a little bit here for the scratch piece, but just the stickers. The stickers spoiled this, especially for $69.99. Too many stickers. This should have been printed. I'm sure Lego was probably doing it to keep the cost down, but for me, it just kind of spoils the build. I was expecting something more like this to be a print item with printed parts. That's the only disappointments I have with it. But other than that, though, I just wasn't too interested towards the end of the build. It just did not grab my interest towards the end. But now looking at it after it's done, it's a unique piece, and I'm sure for anybody who's into basketball or Nike shoes, this would look good displayed on your shelf. But for me, I'd have to say it's a pass for me in terms of interest. But I'm sure somebody out there who's watching this is really going to want to get this. And the only sad thing is, really, is the stickers. And I hope your back glass doesn't get scratched. But honestly, though, it's a very unique piece to view, like a piece of eye candy. But I want to know what you guys and gals think of this model.